Hey, it's Chris Harris Jr. I want to give a shout out to the Soden Bowl. They've been on Madden online franchise on the Xbox since 2009, and I just want to give them a big shout out. Go to sodenbowl.com and check them out, and check them out on YouTube. I know it's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely pub them up.
And welcome to the SBN Tournament of Champions championship game between Little Philly from Unchained and then the House of Slack from Hard Knocks. This should be an awesome matchup. Obviously, we have the two best Xbox players, Xbox CFM players. 126 people down and eliminated. 2 are remaining. This is our best 2, and it's our best 2 by a long shot here. These guys have absolutely dominated their competition. Little Philly from the northern brackets, and then House of Slack from the southern brackets. This is the first time the North meets the South here in the Tournament of Champions. This promises to be a really good game. I've had the pleasure of watching both of these guys play, and I got to tell you, they have some amazing stick skills and some outstanding play calling too. For those of you that may not have participated in this event, the rules on this event is really simple, guys. The only real things you have to do is if it's fourth down and short and you're on your own side of the 50, so on your own 49-yard line or less, you got to punt unless you're losing it in the fourth quarter. And then when it comes to play calling, you cannot call the same play more than once per drive. Aside from that, everything's open, plays are open, play styles, whatever you want to do, you can do. And we did that for good reason. All these CFM leagues have many, many variations of rules, and it is impossible to try to put all these rules together and come up with something that kind of mirrors every single league. So what we did on this is we simply pulled the rules back a little bit, let these guys play, and see who we can crown as a tournament of champion here. Now, Unchained used to be the Blitz. They were the Blitz when this Tournament of Champions kicked off a couple weeks ago. Then they changed. They kind of morphed into Unchained. And then Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks was Any Given Justice League, and they also morphed into Hard Knocks. So kind of a new league, but an old at the same time. I guess Hard Knocks has been around before, or Unchained has been around before as well. So kind of a reemergence, if you will. But these two guys here, Little Philly and the House of Slack, man, these guys can bring it. I can't wait to broadcast this game and see what these guys can do here. If you guys have any comments, go ahead and post them in the YouTube chat there. I am checking the chat. We're going to kind of do this more of a relaxed broadcast here. So if you guys got something you want to say, go ahead and post that in the chat, and then we'll go from there. But kickoff was scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's being pushed back just a little bit because Little Philly's running a little bit late. So it's probably going to end up kicking off more about 10 after 9 on the East Coast. So once he's in, we'll go ahead and get this thing kicked off here. It is 8:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:51 p.m. Mountain Time if you're in the Mountain Time zone like myself. So once we get him in here, we will be good to go. I want to take a look at these brackets here. I want to give a big shout out. Starting with the North bracket here, we have the Great Eight. Now, any one of these guys really could be here right now. Representing the Elite Eight, we had the number 2 seed from MSR, Unra. Very good owner. He lost to Little Philly. Little Philly moved on. So Little Philly's played some really good guys. We have Tosh D. Who from the XCFL. He was in the Elite Eight. Of course, we have Little Philly. We have the Diner is Open from R&M. We have Rhino from Unchained. It's Devo. He didn't list the league. We have Ray Peastry from the Chicks. Chicks like the long ball. That is by far my favorite Madden franchise name is the Chicks dig the long ball. That's awesome. Then we have Dottie Hop from MSR. So MSR and Unchained are very well represented here in the Great 8 and the 6-6. So my Great 8 here, we had, so again, a shout out to MSR and Unchained. In the northern brackets, they have 2 owners representing their league on each side. And then moving into the South here. Now, the South was a bit of a jumble. We had some guys who bailed on the league about midway through the tournament, so they actually only ended up with a 6-6. So they were missing 2 guys. They were represented by the number 1 seed, number 1 draft pick from Soden Bowl. He went against House of Slack, who obviously won this bracket from Hard Knocks. Theo707 from Leather Helmets. Now, Leather Helmets was extremely well represented up until the third to last round. Once we got into the Sweet 16, that's when the numbers dropped off, but it really looked like it was going to be Leather Helmets that was going to represent these brackets because they were very well populated. Then we have Joey Vowles, kind of the voice of MSR, very good Madden player as well. And then Jiggy J-Rod, another outstanding owner. And then we had Ottinger 10. I'm sure I just flubbed your name, dude. I'm sorry. Any Given Sunday. So MSR with 2 more owners here in the 6-6. And then we had Hard Knocks with 1. We had Leather Helmets. We had Soden Bowl. And Any Given Sunday. So this has been a really exciting bracket here. I really got to give it up. I've run a lot of tournaments in my past. And no tournament has ever run as fast and as smoothly as this event. I got to tell you, the instant I released these brackets, the day of advance, half the games were played within an hour, with however long it took to play that game. These guys were on it. We could have probably blew through these brackets in about 4 or 5 days and ended the tournament. We decided to spread it out, let these guys schedule games. You know, we didn't want guys to get advanced and get knocked out of the league here, but you know, we had a lot of close games. Now, we also have a point spread. So with the point spread in this tournament, the point spread basically gave weaker teams an advantage as far as points goes. And then if you decided you wanted to take a good team like the Rams or the Chiefs, you know, you'd lose 6 or 7 points from the start, depending on who you were going against. Now, there was some controversy with this. People said, well, geez, I should be allowed to pick whoever I want to pick. I don't understand this. Everybody's picking the Falcons. I mean, I've read it all in there. But what this really did was to try to keep the two teams playing each other even. Try to use evenly matched teams. And it worked for the most part. Once we got through that first set of brackets, that first advance, people kind of caught the flow of how the tournament was going to go, and they tended to select. They selected 2 teams that were comparable to each other. Now, I'm about to drop the ball here. This championship game will have no point spread at all. 0. Somebody can pick the Chiefs and somebody can pick the Arizona Cardinals. There will be no point spread. I repeat again, no point spread. I did not want to announce this earlier. I wanted to let this thing go right now. So again, I am notifying Little Philly and House of Slack. They are free. The restrictions on teams have been lifted. They can select whomever they want for this game with no point spread. So I wonder who they are going to take. Will they take the Kansas City Chiefs or maybe the Los Angeles Rams? Who would you take? In the chat, who would you take if there was no point spread? You're going into a championship game versus one of the best Xbox CFM players in Madden 19. What team are you going to take to try to take them out? Are you going to wait and see who they select? Maybe get somebody, you know, if they have the high-powered Chiefs, or are you going to pick a good defense to offset that? Or are you going to go with your own flavor? You're going to go with somebody maybe that's got a better running game so you can kill some clock. Maybe you want to go with the Chiefs. Who are you guys going to take? I'd like to know. I'd like to know who the most popular selection is. I would think it's going to be the Chiefs or maybe the Rams. But I've seen some guys play with some pretty weak teams and look pretty good doing it. So, and I am notifying the owners right now. It's going to be a surprise to both of them. And they have been notified. Little Philly says word. This guy is ready to go. I really don't think he cares what team he has. I mean, watching him play, he has been, to me, the most dominant owner in the league, the most dominant player in this tournament that I've seen. Now, the most dominant game that I've seen was obviously Banana Montana from the XMFL, Extreme Madden Football League. He dropped 70 on some poor guy. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want to embarrass him, but he dropped 70 on him in a game that features 8-minute quarters. He won 70-0. So that was obviously the most dominant game of the event. But to me, the most dominant player of this event has been Little Philly. Now, I'm not giving House of Slack any kind of flack here, but I've only caught a couple of his games. So to me, I think the most dominant player so far in this event has been Little Philly. But we're going to see what House of Slack has here. He is the Southern Bracket champion, and he's just one game away from being crowned the SBN Tournament of Champions champion. So moving on here, we have approximately 10 minutes, maybe 11 minutes until kickoff. And House of Slack says he is going to run with the Atlanta Falcons no matter what the spread was, no matter what was going on. He is born and raised in Atlanta, and he's going to run with them Falcons. So Julio Jones will be very well represented here in the Tournament of Champions championship game, so that should be pretty cool. I'm really wondering who Little Philly's going to take here. Is he going to go with maybe his Eagles, Little Philly? I would assume there's some kind of a Philadelphia connection there. Maybe he's an Eagles fan, so we'll see what he's going to do there with his team selection. But we have joining us from Hard Knocks, we have Zap. What's going on, Zap? Can you hear me okay?
Hey, man, how's everybody going? Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. You're a little loud there, so let me
Okay.
let me adjust your volume there for you. That's better. So obviously you have some inside information here in House of Slack. So what can we look for those of us that haven't watched him play? What does he like to do? Did you get that okay, Zap?
It's like it's doubling in. Like I can hear you, and then the question repeats itself. Give me a second. I'm not sure if it's Discord or if it's the mic. Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you.
It's all jacked up.
So what I would do is make sure you have YouTube muted if you're watching on YouTube. Well, while we wait for Zap to go ahead and fix his mic here, we have...
All right, what about now?
I got you now.
Okay. All right, yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, so House of Slack. Obviously, you have some inside information because I'm sure you've played against him or with him in Hard Knocks. So those of us that haven't seen him play too much, what should we be looking for in this game?
Well, obviously, as the default in most uses this Madden, we're going to go with crosses first. And we're going to also look for him to look for the deep route. He doesn't check down as often as he needs to, but definitely has a legit passing game and some expect some pressure. He likes to bring pressure.
Okay, so we're looking for some pressure. Now, I just got word from Little Philly. So little Phil, it's actually not Philadelphia. It's Phil. His name is Philip. He is not an Eagles fan, and he will be taking the Chicago Bears in this championship game. Now, we are pulling back the point spread system. The point spread restriction in this game will be lifted. These two guys are free to select whoever they want, and we have the Chicago Bears being represented by little Philly. So that's an interesting selection for me. I think we're going to get a full dose of Khalil Mack in this one.
Oh, for sure. So it's you said Bears against and then who's House of Slack choice?
No, he's going to take the Atlanta Falcons. He said he's born and raised in Atlanta, so he's going to go ahead and take the Falcons. So we have Julio Jones going up against Khalil Mack. So Matt Ryan versus Mitch Trubisky should be an interesting game.
Oh, that's a tough matchup because Atlanta's O line isn't that good. So Khalil Mack could and that defense can actually do some work.
Now, these guys have up until the controller select screen to pick their team, so this selection could change, but these guys seem like they were pretty firm with who they wanted. To me, it sounds like a very interesting matchup. Now, I could see the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Chicago Bears kind of surprised me a little bit, but, I mean, I've watched little Phil play, and he's pretty damn good. So, to me, I don't really think it really matters what two teams these two guys use. Obviously, the two best Xbox CFM players that we have in the Tournament of Champions. So I think it's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, actually sounds like a good matchup, but I don't even know if a game this big, I don't know if I could trust Mr. Mitch Trubisky with the game on the line. that's not a choice I would make.
So Zap, why don't you tell us about Hard Knocks? There's a lot of owners out there watching this that maybe they're looking for another league or they're not in a league right now. But as far as Hard Knocks goes, are you guys recruiting right now, or are you full? And what's your league about?
Yeah, so basically, we try not to take it too serious. I mean, we want to run a sim-based league, but I would call it more of a hybrid. Like we try to keep as much cheese out of it as possible. But obviously, you can't manage everything. But basically, we're not recruiting. We're actually open to waiting lists for Hard Knocks. But what we have is a sister league, which would be the Scout League for Hard Knocks, and it's called Tecmo Bowl. And actually, the recruitment and invites, there's some in the server already, but those invites are gonna head out probably this week to fill out the rest of the server. So if anyone's looking to maybe get in on a prize league, because what it is over the first 4 seasons of Hard Knocks going into 20, there's a $700 in total prizes. So you get I'll give you a quick breakdown of what it looks like. So first year. Let's see. Okay, so first year, year one Super Bowl champ, it's only $75, and the runner-up gets a $25 Xbox gift card. Year two, 125 cash out. Runner-up gets 25. Year three, 150 for the Super Bowl champ, and $50 for the runner-up gift card. Year four, 150 cash, 50 gift card for the runner-up, and AFC, NFC champ runners get 25 each in year four. So what it is Hard Knocks isn't a Hard Knocks is zero entry, and it's a prize league. Like we gave away 3 M20s at the end of this Madden season, and what it is I'm trying to think. A Tecmo Bowl, it won't be a prize league, but it will be a league to help us scout new users coming in and have them move up to Hard Knocks. Once we verified the gameplay and verified the activity and all the small nuances of running a league, being commissioned.
That's cool. That's a lot of money, man. $700 in prizes. That is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, and we actually going into 20. Like I said, we're maxed out at 32 on the Hard Knocks, but the first 32 we have are actually pretty. It's a pretty solid user. Some that was in the Soden Bowl there too, but we think we have a really good roster. To be honest, we have champs returning. Ray Peist, which is the weird name, and you lose Bowl 21.
Uh-huh.
But it's like open season right now. They're both out of the playoffs currently, and so I think next Madden 20 is going to be a wide open for Hard Knocks. There's going to be some good comp if anybody can take L. That's one of the first rules in Hard Knocks. You got to be able to take L's and shit talk.
So basically, you got to be a man about it then. No,
Yeah. We still cry. I'm guilty of it. You boys have cries about Madden sometimes, but yeah, overall, yeah. Well, I mean, it's just simply what it is.
so basically, if these guys want to truly be a professional Madden player, that's probably the best place to start is on the Hard Knocks because I mean, look at you got a ton of prizes, man. Plenty of incentive to bring your A game.
Oh, for sure, and the competition. Like I said, I can't stress the fact that the way it's looking, I don't see any easy games. We kind of fell off our game towards the end of M19 with the dying, but for M20, I don't see any easy games for anyone going into it.
Yeah, and look, one of your teams here, one of your owners is representing the Southern bracket in the SBN Tournament of Champions. So obviously, these guys have some skills.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If and actually, and there's a couple other guys representing other leagues that are in there as well. So it's good. Like I said, just for the whole community, reach out and like I said, build the community up with ideas and like this whole Soden Bowl thing. This is a great idea. Would have never thought of it, but it's a great way to network and come up with ideas for CFM.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's great to get everybody together. Now we have the end of the Madden 19 cycle here. A lot of guys are very burned out on the game. We have Madden 20 coming out on the 25th here, just in a few days for those of you that have EA access, and then I believe on the 28th for everybody else. But it's really cool to get all these leagues together, get these guys playing and representing their leagues. If you look at the graphic on the screen, guys, all those leagues on there, those are the guys that have submitted their league logos, and they're representing a league in here. Now, we had a lot of other players who came in as solos and didn't represent a league, and that's great. But there's a lot of players representing different cultures here in the Xbox CFM community. Some guys are strict sim leagues. Other guys are more vanilla sim leagues. We have immersive leagues like MSR, Soden Bowl, and then we have leagues like Hard Knocks here, who is a professional experience. I mean, if you want to go and play against the best, you got Hard Knocks. You have some other ones in there, some other good leagues in there. The XCFL is another high immersive experience. I mean, I'm watching videos of these guys having press conferences after Madden games. It's crazy.
Yeah, actually, another league that's actually great for content too is I wouldn't overlook is XMFL. I spent actually a season or two in their Dev League, and they're actually like very welcoming, and it's like I said, it's a lot of content and good content by Wild Beasts.
Yeah, and what's great is a lot of these leagues get to kind of come together here in the SBN, and we can learn and borrow information from each other and really kind of forward the experience onto everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like House of Slack has his feed up here on Twitter. He will be hosting tonight, or on Twitch, I'm sorry. He is getting ready. He is setting up his settings right now. Once he gets down to the field, we'll go ahead and bring you that broadcast live. We have Mr. Shanks is in the house. We have XCFL Reloaded. He is in the house as well. He says hello. Shanks gives a thumbs up. So, guys, if you are watching this feed right now, make sure you shoot us a subscription on YouTube. Shoot the video a like. Leave us a comment. Talk smack to some of the other leagues in there if you want. Tell us who you think's going to win, what the score is going to be. We have the Chicago Bears versus the Atlanta Falcons is what inside information is telling me. Again, we will have no point spread for this last game. This is going to be straight up. They're going to pick whoever they want, and they're going to go head-to-head for the title of Madden 19 Tournament of Champions champion. So I can't wait to get this thing started here. I think we're waiting on Little Phil. Have you had a chance to see Little Phil play at all?
No, not at all. They've been talking about him in the chat. I guess the only thing I've heard is he's really good. He's been blowing guys out, but I have not watched any of his tournament games.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see these two guys play. I hope we have a close game. I hope it's I hope it's a competitive game. I hope there's not a lot of turnovers or, some of the stuff that you kind of can't control in Madden. I hope the game's kind of both of them. And I hope they play lag free. I hope the servers are good and It should be an interesting game. So we are actually going to go down to the field now, guys. They are at the controller select screen. So let me go ahead and get that up for you. And get rid of that. And we should be live. They are at the controller select screen. I did not get to see if they chose the Bears and the Falcons, so we'll have to wait here and see what's going on. Mustafa Slack said stream is up. He is actually in the chat and playing at the same time. You got any predictions for me, Zap?
I don't want to jinx my guy, so I'm gonna stay neutral here and respect Little Philly for what his reputation has preceded as.
And it is true. We have the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Little Philly has selected the Bears, and Mr. Slack has the Atlanta Falcons, his hometown favorite. And this should be a good game here, because if this is truly both owners' favorite teams here, they should know them in and out. So Chicago's going to get the ball first here. Looks like he's going to get to return this thing here. He does. He takes it out of the end zone, kind of up the middle in pretty good field position up to the 25-yard line. So the Atlanta Falcons starting out on offense here, the Chicago Bears starting out on offense here, they will go ahead and kick off this Tournament of Champions. So, Mr. Evan, we actually have Zap. Zap is from Hard Knocks. He is going to go ahead and co-host this game with me, and it should be a good one.
Yeah, I think we're having some issues if you check in the chat with. I just see a black screen. I'm not sure if you need to, we just see the bottom overlay of the SBN graphic. There's no feel.
Nope. 1 second. Let's go ahead and fix that. My apologies. A little technical difficulties. I don't have Alpha here to be my producer. I know he's laughing somewhere, but you guys are good to go.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Video's up now. Good to go.
See, we were actually going for a radio broadcast on that one. All right, so we have the Chicago Bears with the ball on the 25-yard line here. And your gamer tag is actually you boys Zap. Is that the gamer tag?
Sir.
So you were actually in the tournament then too.
Oh, first round exit, one and done like Zion. Yes.
There you go. See, what you should have did was kind of taken an admin role like myself, so then you couldn't do a one-round exit.
That's a strategy. I'll be sure next time. But I took out by Jay Wood, who was actually in the Hard Knocks for a short period of time. He just played a better game. I mean,
it happens. And there's so many good owners in this event here that, that's what it is. One or two plays really kind of separates the game, and that ball bounces the other way and somebody else advances. So exactly. Looks like we have a gain of 9 there. Little Phil with the ball here, driving. He's on the 34-yard line. These are 8-minute quarters here, so they're going to make every drive count.
We have a House of Slack starting with the cover 3 blitz out of the nickel over G.
And he connects with Gabriel on the outside. Wide open on that one. Huge gain. Gets the ball down inside Atlanta territory. So Atlanta kind of moving around here a little bit. Looks like he's going to use Jones in the linebacker position. He hits that quick slant, and it's thrown a little bit behind the receiver on that one. So Trubisky, 1 of 2 for 28 yards here. We have 6 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the Tournament of Champions championship game. Looks like Little Phil's going to come out with 3 wide receivers here in the gun. He's got Cohen in the backfield with him. And Trubisky's back to pass. Plenty of time to throw here. He's got all day. Rolling out to the outside, and he takes a sack. Vic Beasley Jr. with the first sack of the game. That is a big play. It pushes him back out of field goal position, and we have a huge 3rd and 14. Looks like he's coming out in the gun again. Cohen flanked to the left side. And he is back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Stepping up in the pocket. He's throwing down the sideline. He makes the connection again to Gabriel. Nice playmaker on that one. Great job of switching off, grabbing control of that wide receiver and stepping in front of the defender and making that catch. He is down inside the red zone. First down and 10 for the Chicago Bears on the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with your broadcast here. Just give me a second.
Out of the I formation, gives it up the middle. A short gain here for Cohen. Cohen has 2 carries, 10 yards. Ball down inside the 17-yard line. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Bears are rocking and rolling here early. Trubisky back to throw here. And he throws it to the back of the end zone. He had Burton open back there, but he just overthrew him. 3rd down and 9. It looks like he had a chance there for the touchdown pass. So we have a 3rd down and 9, ball on the 17-yard line. Little Philly with the first possession of the championship game. Looks like he brings the blitz. They pick it up. Trubisky steps up, runs, and he jukes Jones and gets the first down. Outstanding move, kind of a ballsy move there, running with the quarterback and then juking the user defender. Picks up the first down. We have a 1st and goal inside the 5. So Mitch Trubisky showing his legs on that one. Maybe one of the reasons why Little Phil selected the Bears. From the I, toss left, runs around the defender. He's got one move to make, and he stumbles out of bounds on the 2-yard line. Looks like he was going to walk in, but he lost his balance on the sideline there. Unable to keep it in bounds, so ball moves up a couple yards here. 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line for Mitch Trubisky and the Bears. Give up the middle to Cohen, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. 6-0 here in the championship game for Little Philly. And the kick is up, and it is good, and we have a 7-0 lead for the Bears here in the Tournament of Champions championship game, brought to you by SBN. And this one is going to get driven out of the end zone here, so the Atlanta Falcons, the high-flying Falcons and House of Slack from the Hard Knocks, he will take over on the 25-yard line here. His first possession of the game with about 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the first quarter. He's going to come out in the single back formation. And the give is to Freeman, bounces it out to the outside. He turns something out of nothing on that one. That is a gain of 7. That was a great move at the line of scrimmage. Very good job of avoiding that defender, and he was really one tackle away from breaking that thing with Freeman. So Matt Ryan coming out in the gun here, trips to the left. He throws it out to the left, gets Sanu on that quick hitch pass. First down here, 6-yard pass by Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons move the chains. Ball up to the 38-yard line. About 3 minutes here left in the first quarter. Jonathan Shanks says, wow. All right, then. Ryan back to single back to throw. Plenty of time. All day to throw here, and he's going to go down the sidelines and intercepted. He got down there with Roquan Smith. He's able to knock that ball free. Actually, he gets his hands up on that one, tips the ball back to himself, gets his feet inbounds, and the Chicago Bears get the turnover here. Ball on their own 28-yard line. And Trubisky is back to pass. He will throw it to the outside. He connects with Burton, makes a move, jukes again. He is still running. And all that, he gets 5 yards on the gain out to the outside here. Ball up to the 33-yard line. And the Bears have a 7-0 lead here early in the Tournament of Champions. Shank says on that toss play, he wanted the sideline so bad he ran out of bounds. Yeah, he sure did. I thought he was going to score on that play, but lost his balance. So Trubisky back to throw here, and he gets hit as he throws. He throws down the seam, and it's dropped.
That's a good user recovery.
It was. It looked like that was going to be a big play, and I think he got his hand in there and knocked that ball out. So big play by the defense on that one. 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 33-yard line. Looks like Trubisky's going to come out in the gun. Cohen flank to the left. He's back to throw. Plenty of time again. All day to throw here for Trubisky. He checks off, checks down to Gabriel, and the ball is down on the ground. It is a fumble and a recovery by the Atlanta Falcons. That is the 2nd turnover of the game. First one for the Atlanta Falcons, who now have very good field position.
Huge turnover for Atlanta to get back into this game early.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed on that one, Zap. He's got outstanding field position here. He is on the Chicago Bears 37-yard line. Ryan back to throw here. He's also got all day to throw. He's going to go down the sideline, and the ball is tipped away. It looks like he had Gabriel. Great user switch there by Little Philly, and he knocks that ball away. It looks like that was going to be a nice play, but it was a nice play for the defense on that one.
Yeah, maybe if he led him just a little farther left into the above, he could have fit that in there.
So it looks like we got Ryan back in the gun, Freeman out to the right, back to pass. He throws it quick out to Freeman there, who spins, actually turns a little gain there, a check down pass into a nice gain. Gain of 8. We have a 3rd down and 2 for the Atlanta Falcons. House of Slack having a nice drive here after the turnover. Ball down to the Chicago Bears 30-yard line. Shank says Madden 20, that is a touchdown, and he's probably right. Ryan with the give. It is play action. Throws out to the outside, and outstanding coverage out there. Ball knocked away. We have a 4th down and 2. Our first 4th down here. Ball down on the 30-yard line. They're already down by 7 here to the Chicago Bears. It looks like they're going to go for it here. I do not see the special teams out on the field. What do you think about that going for it here on 4th and 2, Zap?
I don't know, man. Especially against a better player, or not a better, I would say experienced player. I would take the points early, and you never know when you're going to need those 3 points later in the game.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Looks like we got Freeman kind of moving people around here. Ridley in motion going from left to right. Now he's coming back. It doesn't look like it's man coverage. I think he's trying to see what he's got for a matchup out there. And the give to Freeman anyways, and he gets the 1st down. He fooled me on that one. I thought they were throwing the ball.
Yeah, it's a great play call. He's going with the hurry up.
Yep, back up here with the hurry up. Safety is up in the box. Ryan is back to throw. All day to throw. He moves out of the pocket out to the right, and he throws the ball away wisely there. Defender was closing down. Another second there, and he probably would have got hit in the grill. The Alpha Heel 7 says, good game thus far. Yes, it is, sir. Missed you on the production side here. I was producing a radio show here earlier. Hopefully you missed it, because I don't feel like listening to you later. So we have a 2nd down and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Ball on the 24-yard line. Ryan again in the gun. Bears showing blitz. And they back off the blitz. Ryan throws down the seam. He gets Julio for the touchdown. Nice play. What'd you think of that one, Zap?
Yeah, high point to Julio near the end zone. That's almost automatic.
Hell yeah. Kick is up, and it is good. We are locked at 7. House of Slack 7. Little Philly 7. About a minute left here in the first quarter of the Tournament of Champions championship game. And it looks like this is going to land a few yards deep in the end zone. The Bears elect to take it out. And he is hit, and he does not get it back to the 25-yard line. So he will start out on the 21-yard line. The Chicago Bears with their 3rd possession of the game. Now, Mitch Trubisky coming under center here. Looks like he's got Cohen flanked behind him in the backfield. Single back formation, back to throw.
Oh,
And he gets sacked by a guy who is being blocked at the same time. Looks like it's Vic Beasley again. You know, I'm not a big fan of that animation. I hate that one. He's getting blocked, but somehow he's able to take the blocker and the quarterback down. Second,
those are one of the ones.
Yeah, second down and 16 here. Trubisky back in the gun. Cohen flank left. He's moving some people around here, changing the play a little bit. Trubisky back to throw. There's plenty of time. He's throwing a crossing, and high points the ball, but he gets knocked out of his hands. Incomplete. Third down and 16. Big third down here. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball on the 15-yard line.
The 3rd and 16 here. We bringing pressure. Oh, looks like he's bringing pressure.
That safety's in the box. He switches off. Looks like he's going to control Jones there in the linebacker position. Trubisky back in the gun. Cohen flanked right. And he is back to pass. They pick the blitz up. He's going to throw over the middle and a lunging catch by Gabriel again. Nice play on third down. And the Chicago Bears are over 100 yards of offense here. Gabriel has 82 of those 100 yards already.
It looks like he's going to be a big part of the game plan. I'm sure House of Slack knows that he's going to have to bring some different routes come the second half because Little Philly is all over those crosses currently.
He is. He's got good timing. I think he's used to this Bears team. He's doing actually really well with Mitch Trubisky, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So looks like Trubisky's back in the gun. The give is to Cohen up the middle. Huge hole. He gets crushed at the end there. So a gain of 9 on the play, and he got pulverized on that one. He's lucky he didn't fumble. Second down and 1. Ball up to the 49-yard line. Chicago Bears driving here with 7 minutes and 44 seconds in the game. So Trubisky coming back out in the gun. Safeties move up into the box. And Trubisky back to pass. The edge rush getting around there, and they got him. Huge sack on the play. McKinley comes around the end for the Falcons, blows up the blocker, and takes Trubisky down. So we have a third down and 9. We have Mitch back in the gun. Cohen again in the backfield. Back to throw. He's going to throw over the middle, and he's got him. Big connection on that play. Ball down to the 23-yard line.
I guess House of Slack thinks he's playing in Hard Knocks currently because he's running cover 9. he doesn't understand this. He needs to win this game.
Yeah, and Robinson with the big catch there, kind of a skinny post. Ball down almost into the red zone here, the 23-yard line for the Bears. Looks like Trubisky's going to go under center here, fullback and Cohen in the backfield. He's going to drop back to throw. Plenty of time. Ball is tipped at the line and goes over Cohen's head and is almost intercepted. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Trubisky coming out under center, single back formation. Back to throw, plenty of time again. He's going to throw this post route. And he completes the ball down to the 8-yard line. I'm not sure who made the catch there. Well, we got Burton kind of redeeming himself for that drop over the middle on the first drive. So we have Trubisky back in the gun, nobody in the backfield. And he's going to high point it to the back of the end zone and hits the crossbar. Incomplete.
And that's what you get with Trubisky.
Yeah, very good point. So he's got the legs when you need him, but sometimes he just doesn't have that accuracy.
That's correct. But with a defense like Chicago, he just needs to do enough to keep them over the hump.
Atlanta Falcons pinch on the line here. Trubisky drops back to throw again. Big block up the middle, and he's going to get sacked for a big loss. Vic Beasley Jr. with his second sack of the game, all the way back to the 18-yard line.
That was a great U zone to mesh. As soon as I saw the curl sit in the zone, I knew immediately it was a mesh play. And House of Slack read it perfectly.
Yeah, very good defense on that. He's doing a good job of keeping up with that, with Gabriel and everybody kind of crossing over the middle there, too. He seems like he's taking it away.
Exactly. I think he has a lot of experience from Hard Knocks taking those crosses away.
We've got Mitch back to throw. Looks like he's got I thought he was
Ooh.
going to run on the play. Looks like he had some yards if he stepped up and ran. I don't think he would have had the first downs. Actually, he needed a touchdown on that one. So wise play to throw it away. And the field goal attempt is up, and it is good. 10-7. Chicago Bears. Coach Little Philly has the lead here with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter of the Tournament of Champions championship game, brought to you by SBN. Nice return here on the outside. He gets it up the middle here, up to the 30-yard line.
Let's see what Atlanta comes out with on offense this time. Hopefully he can get this score before the half.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time here. He's going to come out in the single back with Freeman in the backfield. And the give is to Freeman up the middle. And he actually turns that into a nice gain. Gain of 7 on the play. He kind of hesitated like he was going to bounce outside. Then he got the engagement animation and still drove the ball down for a 7-yard gain on first down. Ryan back to throw. He's going to throw the flag route. He gets that flag route complete to Julio Jones. That is a tough play to defend. So we have a first down and 10, ball up to the 43-yard line. Looks like he's made some adjustments here, Zap.
I think he have. I like the way he's moving the ball. I think he's being decisive with his decisions, and he's not making bad decisions, which is a plus. And he gets sacked as soon as I say that.
He does. And it looked like they bid on the play action. Freeman picks up that block as soon as he gets the fake handoff there. He picks up Roquan Smith, but Smith just peels off of him for the easy sack.
Yeah, hopefully he can recognize his pattern. You've seen a lot of cover 2 blitz and cover 3 from Little Philly, so hopefully he sees his pattern and adjusting. From there.
And we have a second down and 21 here for Ryan. Ryan back in the gun. He's got both backs in the backfield. And he gets sacked again, and that is the return of the Mac. Khalil Mack off the outside edge, and that is good night on that play. Third down and 30. So Ryan's coming out in the gun. He's got Freeman in the backfield here. Looks like the Bears are backing up. Ryan's got all day to throw here. And he takes another sack, a coverage sack on that one. Floyd with the sack coming off that defensive end. And the Atlanta Falcons are forced to punt.
Yeah, promising drive, just blown up by Khalil Mack, essentially.
Yeah, and again, if you take the Chicago Bears, Khalil Mack is obviously your franchise player, your playmaker. So eventually he's going to make his name felt here. And the Chicago Bears have the ball here. Trubisky's back to throw, rolling out to the right, throws across his body and gets the connection to Burton. Ball down around midfield here, up to the 45-yard line. And we have hit the 2-minute warning. This is a big drive for the Chicago Bears here. Little Philly has a chance to kind of get some separation here.
Yeah, I think House of Slack needs to at least limit him to a field goal possession with the way the game is going currently.
Alpha says I can't use his line. I didn't know he sang that song. And Trubisky scrambles for a gain of 8 here. The clock is ticking. We have a 2nd and 2. Ball up to the 37-yard line. Plenty of time here for the Bears. Trubisky's in the gun. Both backs in the backfield with him. Back to throw. He's going to high point the ball to the outside, and it looks like Robinson comes down with a nice grab there on the outside. Gets a nice hit from the corner. Trubisky back in the gun. Nobody in the backfield with him. And he will throw. And he steps up, and he's going to – oh, man, he got nailed on that one. He got hit in the face and then off the side by Beasley on that one. Sack on the play makes it a 2nd down and 16, and the Atlanta Falcons burn a timeout here. 1 minute and 9 seconds left until halftime. And we have Mitch Trubisky coming out in the gun. Cohen flanked right. And he will throw. All day to throw. He's going to go to the end zone. And he gets Gabriel, who had about 2 to 3 steps on the corner. Throws it up over the corner for the easy touchdown on the play. Nice read. Nice play call.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Gabriel one-on-one. He's going to win that matchup more often than not.
And the kick is up, and it is good. We have a Chicago Bear 17-7 lead here with a minute left until halftime. Looks like the Atlanta Falcons are going to take the ball out here. Moves that ball up to about the 23-24 yard line. He's going to have a minute and 1 second here to see if he can put something together. Even a field goal here still makes it a 1-score game. Now, if you are House of Slack on this one, Zap, what would you do on this drive? Gonna maybe look for a little Julio?
I think you have to go to Julio. I think actually you should take a shot in this first down deep with Julio one-on-one. He goes with the screen.
That is an outstanding play call. He catches the defense in a blitz, and that is a big gain. Ball up to the 47-yard line. That is the longest gain of the game for Matt Ryan so far, a gain of 32 yards. That is exactly what the doctor ordered here. 53 seconds left until halftime. Atlanta has 2 timeouts still. Ryan back in the gun. Both running backs flanked in the backfield here. The play action, looking downfield all day to throw. He looks like he checks it down to Sanu here for about a gain of 5. And it is. It's a gain of 5. He has to burn a timeout. Ball's up to the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 5. The Atlanta Falcons only have 1 timeout left.
Yeah, I think it's about time for a House of Slack to start looking at different routes. Little Philly is all over the crosses, play after play. It's almost like he's picking the play.
Yeah, it was a contested throw, and he throws the arrow route on that one. I think it's to Freeman. He gets the first down, but he's got to get back to the line. Clock is ticking, 34 seconds. Ryan moving people around. He gets the snap off here, back to throw. He's going to go down to the sideline here, and it's almost intercepted, but he makes the catch. That is a nice user catch on the outside. Hurrying to the line, 19 seconds. Ball up to the 20-yard line. Ryan back to throw. He's going to throw to the end zone, and it's incomplete. He high-pointed that one, and it was knocked out of his hands, but it stops the clock. 10 seconds left, and he has 1 timeout.
Like 10 seconds, 1 timeout. I definitely take a shot to the end zone with Julio.
Yeah, it looks like the Bears have 2 guys on the outside. Unless somebody's going to bring the blitz there, it looks like they have a double team on Julio. And they do. They double Julio. And he takes the sack. He's going to have to burn the last timeout here. And it looks like he does with 3 seconds left until halftime. Ball on the 29-yard line. He gets a field goal attempt here. If he connects on this field goal, it will make it a 1-score game. And the kick is blocked.
Wow.
Gets around the edge, absolutely. Gets around the edge on that one. He blocks it. The Chicago Bears fall on the football, and that will take us to halftime. 17-7, Little Philly leads over the House of Slack. The Atlanta Falcons get the ball here. And he's going to take this thing out from the back of the end zone. And he gets it up to about the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. Halftime adjustment, Zap. What are you doing differently if you're the Atlanta Falcons?
If I'm the Falcons, honestly, I'm looking at curl routes. I'm looking at out routes because they're clearly rolling the coverage to Julio. So you're going to have your tight end open. You're going to have Sanu open. You're going to have Ridley open. He goes with Freeman. Spins back. That's
I don't like that because that was a gain of 9 on that play. He spins, gets hit back, turns into only a gain of 4. But I like the play call. And
Yeah,
I agree
definitely.
with you. I agree with you. He's got to change it up here. Looking at the yardage, the Bears have 221 yards. The Atlanta Falcons only have 89 yards. And Ryan's
Gotta
running
keep that in.
backwards here, running for his life, and wisely throws that football away. We have a 3rd down and 6 here to open up the third quarter. Atlanta Falcons trying to get back into this game. Ryan back in the gun. He's got Freeman out to the right. Drops back to throw, and he throws the out route to Ridley, and he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to be a 4th down and 2 here for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I didn't too much like that play call, but I don't think you can go for it right here. I mean, his offense has been stagnant, so I think you just punt and rely on your defense.
He can go if he wants to. He is down by 10. But I'm with you. Ball's on the 29-yard line here. I would definitely punt this thing away. If you do not convert that 3rd down, you almost give the Chicago Bears the football game. He gets the punt away. Punt is down. Fair catch at the 17-yard line. Nice punt. No return on that one. And the Chicago Bears will take over their first possession in the second half here. They have a 10-point lead in the Tournament of Champions, sponsored by SBN. IMS Soden. We have Zap here from the Hard Knocks, and we are broadcasting the Tournament of Champions. The winner of this game is the Xbox One Tournament of Champions champion. And looks like Atlanta blows that play up. That was a handoff up the middle, and he lost 4 yards on that one, 2nd and 14. Trubisky back in the gun. Cohen in the backfield with him. Back to throw. He's got plenty of time to throw. Gets rid of the ball on the out route, and he completes it to Robinson, makes a couple moves, moves that ball up and inside Atlanta Falcon territory. Ball up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, as much as was said about Trubisky before the game, I mean, he's 11 team with about 250. So I mean, he's pulling his weight as part of the team.
Yeah, and Robinson's closing in on a 100-yard game here where, the action Gabriel got in the first quarter. Robinson's got 92 yards on 3 catches. And Robinson gets the ball again. That should put him over 100 yards. It does. 4 catches, 100 yards for Robinson. And the Chicago Bears are rolling. Ball up to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 1. They lead by 10 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Looks like Trubisky's going to come out in the gun. He's got Gabriel in the slot here, so watch for Gabriel on the right on the seam. He does. He throws to Gabriel, makes the catch, and he will walk into the end zone. Gabriel goes over 100 yards as well, and the Chicago Bears are leading 23-7, pending the extra point here, and it is up and good. We have a 24-7 lead for the Chicago Bears in the Tournament of Champions. Zap, if I would have told you that the Chicago Bears would have Robinson and Gabriel over 100 yards in the third quarter, you'd probably tell me I was crazy.
And that's exactly right. I think if I'm a House of Slack, if I'm Falcons right now, I'm coming out and hurry up, and I've got to score and strike fast before this fourth quarter and that time starts ticking quicker.
Yeah, so the Chicago Bears are now over 300 yards of offense. That is pretty impressive for an offense that is average in the game. And the Atlanta Falcons come out. They give the ball up the middle to Freeman here. Freeman has 5 carries, 26 yards. They do go into the hurry up. Looks like they're in the weak formation. Ryan back to throw. He's going to go for the post. High points it to Julio, and the ball is knocked away. Julio's looking for an interference call on that one. There was some contact down the field, but nice play by the Chicago Bears. 3rd down and 7. Shank says Little Philly is legit. Well, I think both of these guys are legit here. Both very well represented. 2 great leagues, 2 great owners here. Matty Ryan back in the gun here. 3rd down and 7. Matt coming off the edge. He checks the ball down, and it is knocked away. Looks like the safety stepped up there, got his helmet on the football. Ryan's throw was a little bit hurried because Mack was chasing him down.
Exactly. He's been chasing them all game. I'm expecting him to block extra by now, but I think he's trusting his right tackle, I suppose.
And the Atlanta Falcons will go for it here on 4th and 7, ball on the 28-yard line. Ryan in the gun, Freeman in the backfield. And he is back to pass. And he is going to get sacked on the left side. Looks like Roquan Smith. No, it is Floyd. Floyd comes off his defensive edge. That is the 5th sack for the Chicago Bears. So Matty Ryan's jersey is dirtied here in the third quarter. And the Chicago Bears take over, ball on the 19-yard line. Trubisky back to throw. He's going to scramble out to the right. Stops. Throws back across his body here and connects on the play. Ball down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Trubisky's essentially running all over the field. Having his way with the Atlanta Falcons defense.
Yeah, he is on fire, man. That is a tough throw to make. Great read. Miller with the catch there. That's his first catch of the game. Cohen will walk into the end zone. That defense is tired. The Chicago Bears essentially put this thing in the bag. They are now up 31-7 here, about 3/4 of the way through the third quarter. 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Chicago leads 31-7 here in the Tournament of Champions championship game. I agree with you, Shanks. Little Philly is legit. Now, if you're the Atlanta Falcons here, man, you gotta start throwing the ball down the field. You gotta look to Julio and Hooper and hope you can get one of these guys open here because you need a couple scores and you need them fast to get back into this game.
Exactly, but you also have to look for Mack. I mean, he's been dominating all games. You kind of want to make sure you leave an extra blocker in for him for your right tackle help.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job picking Mack up on the play, and he has to throw the ball away as that looks like the defensive tackle kind of got off of his block there a little late, but he did have about 4 or 5 seconds to throw the ball. Shank says, that's all, folks. Still plenty of game left here. I mean, turnovers can happen at any time in this thing. You get somebody loose here and get a couple scores, and you're right back in this thing. Ryan back in the gun. Play action. And he gets sacked. Looks like we have Khalil Mack again on the twist. That play action kind of gave Mack some time to get up there on that linebacker twist. And he gets Matt Ryan before Ryan can really look downfield. That is a huge sack. 3rd down and 22 for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I'd watch Chicago with this wide look. He's been successful with Mack off that edge, and he's coming again, and he forces a pick.
He does. He throws the interception to the safety. He had to throw that football. It was kind of a 50-50 there on that ball, but nice play, nice user switch. Gets his hands up, intercepts the football. That's a turnover. That is down to the 18-yard line here for the Bears. So last drive, the Bears took over on the 18, and again on this drive, they take over on the 18 as well. Trubisky back in the gun. He's going to throw the ball. And no, he's not. He's actually going to get sacked. 3 Atlanta Falcons on the play on that one. Garrett gets credit for a half a sack on that one. And the Atlanta Falcons have now sacked Trubisky 5 times themselves. So Trubisky back in the gun. Single back behind him is Cohen. And again, all day to throw. He's going to throw the flag route. He is wide open on the play. Gabriel with the easy touchdown. Nice touch on that play by Mitch Trubisky. Throws it up over the defense and right down into the arms of Gabriel for the easy touchdown. And the Chicago Bears now lead 38-7 in the Tournament of Champions championship game, brought to you by SBN.
Yeah, I think it's going to be rough. It's an uphill battle from here. We fight till the game is over, so we're not gonna say it's over, but it's not looking good for Hard Knocks.
So I would like to go ahead and congratulate these two here. These two owners, we have House of Slack with the Atlanta Falcons from the Southern bracket, and we have Little Philly from the Northern bracket. You know, you guys have played so well all year. I can't give away just one copy of Madden 20 here, so you both get a copy of Madden 20. Congratulations, guys.
Nice.
It is well deserved. You guys have been very active, very competitive. To me, you're both winners in this game. I know the score says otherwise, but you both get a copy of Madden 20. Congratulations, guys. Brought to you by SBN. And let's see if Atlanta can get back into this thing. We got Ryan in the gun. He throws the ball. He takes a shot in the face, and he gets the first down. Ball up to the 36-yard line. Atlanta in the hurry up. And he's going to throw, almost intercepted on that one. He needs to get a little bit more touch on that. Throw it out in front of him just a little bit more. And Ryan back to throw. Deep drop back on that one, and it is intercepted.
It rains, it pours.
It does. That was about an extra 10 to 15-yard drop back on that one. And it looks like he just ran out of air on that thing. So the Chicago Bears take over. The give to Cohen up the middle here. He peels off a one blocker and gets the first down. Seems like everything that the Bears is doing right now is successful. That is a gain of 11 and a first down here for the Chicago Bears. Little Philly coming out in the gun here. Cohen in the backfield. And the give is to Cohen, who does not go anywhere on that play. Good defensive play by Beasley and Jarrett. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10. Minute left in the third quarter.
If I was Falcons, I'd definitely look for the play action pass on this down. Comes that in cover 3.
Yeah, we got Trubisky coming in the under center here. I formation. And you called it play action. And he has to throw that ball out of the end zone. He was about a half a second away from getting blown up in the backfield there. So good call. Good call on that one, Zap. Looks like House of Slack heard you on that one.
Yeah, try to channel my inner Tony Romo, you know.
Trubisky back in the gun. Cohen in the backfield. Single high safety for the defense. Back to throw. The blitz is coming. He throws the out route, and he connects on the play to Robinson. Trubisky now with 351 yards passing and 3 touchdowns.
That's a generous spot. They gave him the first down. It's before progress.
Yeah, I thought he was about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards short on that one, but the Bears will take it. The give is to Cohen. He kind of sneaks through the hole on the cutback on that one, gets 2 yards, and that will take us to the fourth quarter. Little Philly winning 38-7 here. Third quarter in the Tournament of Champions championship game, brought to you by SBN. North meets South here. Little Philly representing the Northern bracket, and House of Slack representing the South bracket. The pitch to Cohen on the outside. Gets around the edge, down the sidelines. Ball up to the 15-yard line on that one. That Atlanta Falcons defense is tired.
Yeah, it's definitely tired, and it's showing.
So we got Trubisky again in the gun here, and he will throw. He's going to step up. No, he's going to try to run. And it looks like he gets a yard on that play. Ball up to the 14-yard line for the Chicago Bears. 2nd down and 9. 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Bears up 38-7. And they give to Cohen. And he cuts back. Looks like he may have had a small lane there, but he cuts back, runs into his own blocker. Picks up maybe a yard on the play. 3rd down and 7. 6 minutes, 35 seconds left here. Trubisky in the gun. And it's
Great
intercepted.
user pick.
Very nice user pick on that one. He read that all the way. That was a great play. Great job taking away that slant. Reaches up, makes the pick, and the Atlanta Falcons will take over on the 13-yard line.
I mean, if you're the Falcons, I think you have nothing to lose. I think you pull something out you haven't ran all game and see what your offense gives you.
Yeah, he's got to spread this thing out here. The problem is you got Khalil Mack coming off the edge, and Floyd's having himself a pretty good game, and Roquan Smith, who you can just kind of throw him in the blitz there up the middle, and it's tough to stop.
Exactly.
He's going to throw to the outside. He's got Julio wide open. Ball up to the 43-yard line. How do you get out of your own end zone? You throw it to Julio Jones on the outside. And the Atlanta Falcons here with a 1st down and 10. Ryan in the gun. Freeman in the backfield with him. Play action to Freeman. Got all day. He's going deep. Jump ball. And incomplete. Knocked away.
Yeah, test by Fuller.
Yeah, he had 2 defenders on the play. It would have been a tough one to come down with, but you almost have to take that shot. You're down by so much here. Only 5 minutes left in the game. What do you have left to lose? Player of the game, SBN. What do you guys say in the chat? Shank says Trubisky. And another sack here for the Chicago Bears. We have a 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, it could be between, like I said, you could go with Trubisky with his 350 yards, or you go with Cohen, which is, 2 touchdowns on the ground. I think he also has a touchdown through the air. Or you could go with Mack or Floyd, who has 3 sacks apiece.
I was going to go with Gabriel. I was going to look at Gabriel myself, but then Robinson took back over. It's a tough call, man. Trubisky's 350-plus yards and 3 touchdowns. I think I have to give it to Trubisky. Ryan back to throw, and it looks like he connects on the outside.
Wow.
I don't know who caught that or how he caught it, but he did. Ball is up to the 35-yard line. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left. Ryan with the fake to Freeman. And Max says, I don't think so, off the edge. That is Khalil Mack's 4th sack. MVPs, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. You got Mack with – Mack has 4 sacks in the game.
And they're not just sacks, they're timely sacks. They're drive killers.
Absolutely.
Key drives in throughout the game.
So Ryan's going to come back here in the gun. We have a 2nd down and 16. He's going to step up, and he's going to run, and he takes a shot, and he fumbles the ball.
That's tough.
He gets hit in the mouth on that one. Looks like he stopped like he was going to throw, then pulls it back down again and gets leveled.
I knew exactly what happened. He thought he was already in running motion, and that's happened several times.
Yeah, that's a good point. Roquan Smith with the recovery on that one, and the Bears will run some clock here. Cohen on the give. Cohen with 13 carries, 64 yards, and 2 touchdowns, quietly having himself a pretty good game here in an offense that has over 350 yards passing.
Yeah. Like I said, I think Cohen is definitely challenging Trubisky and Matt. Ooh,
oh, man.
Great user blitz.
Yeah, user blitz is up the middle. He misses Trubisky, who then decides to throw the ball in the back of his own offensive lineman. Still gets hit on the play. All that for a incomplete pass. We have 3rd down and 7. Trubisky again in the gun. Jones up on the line for the defense, and he will throw the ball. And he gets sacked. Crawford on the sack on that for the Atlanta Falcons, and they will get the football back here. The Bears punt the ball. Nice punt down to the 10-yard line here. And he cuts to the left, gets it across the 25, down to about the 26-yard line. Madden says I'm wrong. Madden says 25 on that one, so That is where the Atlanta Falcons will start the ball on the 25-yard line, down 38-7 with about 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, 38-7, 3 minutes left. I think at this point, if I'm Falcons, I'm playing for pride. I'm looking to get at least 14-21.
Yeah, you got to get something here. He's had some nice plays, but just that pass rush on the outside's been tough. He gets the quick screen out to Julio, gets a couple blocks, and he gets about 12 yards on the play. Matt Ryan up to 197 yards, but those 3 interceptions are killing him.
Yeah, he just has some untimely turnover and errors that he usually doesn't make. You know, he just went out in an NFC Championship game, but him and Gons took it all the way to the fourth quarter. It was a good game.
And he playmakers to the outside to Julio, and great adjustment by the defense. Interception, and he is off to the races on the sideline here. Brought down by Ridley on the outside. Ball again at the 25-yard line here. So the Bears now have 4 possessions on the other side of the 50. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here, Trubisky is going to be under center. He gives it to Ridley. Or to Cohen, I'm sorry. Gain of 1 on the play. That should take us down to the 2-minute warning, and it does. 2 minutes left here in the Tournament of Champions. Again, congratulations to House of Slack and Little Philly. Both you guys take home a copy of Madden 20. And there's the give to Cohen, and he's going to chew up some clock. A gain of 1 on that play. Oh, I'm sorry. Madden says I'm wrong again. A gain of 2 or 3 on that one. So we have a 3rd down and 6. Clock down to 1:20. Trubisky in the gun. He will throw the football here on 3rd down. And he throws an interception. Back-to-back drives. And that is a user switch. Interception. Jones on the interception. Great job undercutting that. Getting his hands up. Reading the play. House of Slacks with some good defense here in the tail end of the game. He will take over again down at his own 7-yard line. Ryan's going to throw the slant, and it is complete to Sanu. Ryan up over 200 yards now. Hurries back to the line, back in the gun. A minute left in the game. Play action. And he's going to go deep down the sideline. Jump ball, wow. And Julio makes a one-handed Odell Beckham catch. Ball down to the 22-yard line. 55 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, he got poked out right at the last minute. I thought he secured it as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought that was a catch on that one. They do say incomplete. And we have Freeman at quarterback. And he spins, and he is off to the races.
Wow, what a run.
Nice run, and I'm glad he got that run because I really thought Julio made that catch on the outside. I felt like he was robbed on that one. Ball up to the 39-yard line, 39 seconds left in the game. So this time we have Matt Ryan at quarterback. Freeman on the left, Hooper on the right. Back to throw is Ryan. He's going to go down the sideline to Julio, makes the catch, and he will walk into the end zone. I lied, he dove. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons, and they get some more points here. Kick is up, and it is good. 38-14, Little Philly leads. A 4-play, 93-yard drive for the Atlanta Falcons on that one. That is exactly what the doctor ordered, but unfortunately, they are already on their deathbed. 27 seconds here left in the championship game. So, Zap, who do you have for your MVP now? Do you got Mac or Trubisky?
To be honest, I want to look at the stats because I'm really leaning towards Cohen. I don't know how many receiving yards he has. He has at least have to have, 50 to 100, correct? I know he caught a wheel route. Cohen?
Yeah, Cohen's having himself quietly a good game. He has 2 rushing touchdowns, too.
Exactly. So I think he might have 3 total touchdowns. It has to be at least 3. So I want to check that out to the game, but Cohen looks like he may get my vote. Oh, well, Trubisky doing things like that. I mean,
yeah, that was very Aaron Rodgers-like.
Just one of those games. I mean, he made every throw he made crossbody. I mean, some things you can't control, especially against a great player.
And that should do it for the game, and it does. 38-14. Congratulations, Little Philly from Unchained. You are the Xbox CFM Tournament of Champions champion, Madden 19. Congratulations, man. Outstanding job. Way to run through these brackets, and he's really dominated just about every game that he played.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to say from the CFM community, man, we appreciate you guys hosting events like this, giving us a platform, allowing us to network and like I said, build our leagues out with some of your ideas and some of your best practices. So, we really appreciate it. So anytime you want to reach on Hard Knocks or you have any other events, just hit me up and we'll for sure join, man. It's been great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for broadcasting too. I don't know if you've ever done a broadcast before, but you did fantastic, man.
Actually, this is my first time ever, but I didn't even expect it 5 minutes before you told me that this is my first broadcast ever.
Yeah, you did a good job. Outstanding game here. Let's look at the stats. I don't know if he's looking at them. He may have just went right through it here. And he does. So we are going to go ahead and put this graphic back up. So we have Little Philly taking home the tournament champion. Both owners get a copy of Madden 20. Again, take a look at the leagues down here. All these leagues very well represented. Any given Sunday, we have a new league, the American Madden League. Chicks Dig the Long Ball, Hard Knocks, one of the pro leagues here. Leather Helmets, MGS, MSR. The Shiva, we have XMFL, another very popular league. We have the Void, Bryce's League in the Void. That league is exploding as well. I enjoy their content. Some good owners over there. The Real NFL. We have a Barber Chair League. We have the XCFL. Of course, we have the Unchained, and we have Soden Bowl. So some good leagues, well representation here for the Xbox CFM community. Just a good job. And again, we plan on doing something for Madden 20. It's going to be a little bit bigger. I can't announce what it is yet. When I can, I will. It's going to be completely different from this event. And again, Hard Knocks is always invited. All of you guys are invited. Stay in the chat. Those of you in the SBN chat, I suggest you stay there so you already have your spot. But what do you got, Zap? You got any closing statements here?
No. Well, just like I said, reach out if you would like to join our scout league, which is called Tecmo Bowl. You'll see the recruiting pro start going up this week, but we already started filling the service. So if anyone wants a spot and a chance to get in our Hard Knocks league, it's best to probably join Tecmo Bowl first, and we'll be able to secure your spot in our zero entry prize league.
So how can they find Tecmo Bowl? Is there a Twitter or a website or anything for it?
Yeah, well, it's best probably to reach out to either Hard Knocks first or just reach out to me. My gamer tag it's UBoyZap, UBoyZap, or you can reach out Hard Knocks on Twitter, which is at. I just changed it too, so give me a second. Let me get this for you. It's simple. It's at HKMCMF. So that's the Twitter handle is at HKMCFM. So if you, like I said, you can reach out in any of those mediums, or and if you guys want to get in on some real good comp, just let me know. We have a spot. We also have a cemetery.
If you guys are watching, shoot us a subscription there, Soden Bowl Network on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter at Soden_Bowl_19. We have a league, guys. We have a Soden Bowl league. Those of you other leagues, shoot us a follow for SBN. We will promote other leagues' content as well. So if you guys have some announcements you want to get out there, shoot it our way. We'll go ahead and retweet that and do our best to help you grow your leagues as we grow ours. So I am S. Soden. This is Zap, UBoyZap from Hard Knocks. We are out of here. Later, guys. Congratulations, Little Phil. Congratulations, House of Slack. I know you didn't quite come out in the end on this one, but you both win a copy of Madden 20. Both of you guys are champions in my book. Congratulations, Little Philly. You are the Tournament of Champion on the Xbox console. I'm out of here. Later, Zap.
All right. Thanks for having me. Later.